Shalom, brothers and sisters. I have a message that just because you are a healer does not mean that you you don't need another healer can't heal you, or you don't need another healer's help, right? Kind of like a Big Levi mentioned about specialists, right? We have general healers, right? And then we have specialists, right? We all have to understand our position, accept and respect our positions, right? And we also have to respect each other's position and accept it. The healing, the gifts that we have aren't gifts that that if you yourself can just go out there and just be healing people. No, you have to have the spirits have to be with you, right? So every gift you have come with a spirit. So that spirit, that gift with the spirit is the one that's that's giving you the know-it-all, or the energy for you, working through you, for you to be able to heal someone. So it's not your own doing. So it's not anything personal. It's not anything against anyone. So we have to respect each other's position. And just because I may be a specialist, or Big Levi may be a specialist, or someone else may be a general, I may be a general healer, doesn't mean that that I can sit here and be like, oh, I can heal myself. I don't need someone to heal me. That's not true. Because even I was blessed with a lot of gifts, but I still have to have someone else heal me, because I can't see certain things about me because I'm in the situation. So it's hard for me to sit and focus and see it. So we have to take that into consideration and understand that not just because we have gifts and we are healers doesn't mean that we will not know that we will not need someone else to help us heal, right? And another thing that the Spirit want me to tell you guys is that understand that your body is only spirit can use your body, demons and spirits and energy, right? So nothing else can live in your body except for those things, right? So there was the Spirit was telling me how when the Haitians were getting their independence, before they even start fighting, they already knew that some of them will die. They knew some of the people that they needed to get rid of. So they got rid of those people with their masters, right? The in-house niggers, Nikas, okay? In-house Nikas. And then you have the other people who was ready to fight. So they knew that if they went down, for them, the other fighters, not to sit there and be like, oh my God, they're gone, crying over them. They knew that, okay, let's move over. If these people die, we're just going to pass over them and just keep going and keep going and keep going, right? That was the Haitians' motto. And that the Most High was the Spirit was, while I was walking, the Spirit was talking to me. I was talking to the Most High, and I kept hearing that we get so emotional when somebody dies. We think that when somebody died, that's the end of it, right? And so he's saying that dying is not the end. Even living is not the beginning either. So just because someone died, the Most High already ordained and already prepared. All these things that are happening has already been prepared, right? So it was already prepared that these people who are dying was going to die. So we need to stop focusing on those who are dying, and then we get caught up and our energies get low, or elevation level or frequency is low, because we keep these things, we keep allowing these things to keep us down, because we focusing on the unimportant things like the Gentiles are doing. Some of the Gentiles, they do that because they want you to stay focused on those things, so you won't focus on the things that really matters, right? So it was saying that the body is just the body. The body dies, but the spirit lives on. So we need to understand that the spirit lives on, and that is just a body. And that body can be recreated by us. We give birth to these bodies. We just give birth to these bodies, and the spirit comes into the body. So we have to understand that. If we don't understand that, every time they kill some of our people, skin folk, the people that look like us, if we sit there and be, oh my God, they killing the people. Don't do that anymore. This is not the time for that. Right now, when something happened to one of us, we say all praises. That's what I heard. Say all praises to the Most High, and pray for them and give them to the Most High. It does not matter. And then we have to stay focused and understand that we are in a spiritual fight. This spiritual fight is deep. There's spirits out there that's looking, that's just waiting to get to host our bodies, good and bad. So it's not the magic that's bad, is what you do with the magic, right? You can use it to do bad, you can use magic to do good, right? So just like there's a negative and positive, there's always a reaction to an action, right? So we need to focus. He's saying that let's focus on what's really important, what's really going on, and focus less on people who are dying. These people will come back, so don't worry about that. You just don't see them in the physical world. That doesn't mean that they're not in the spiritual world. Okay, so he's saying don't focus on that. Focus on what we're doing, learning. So what he wants us to focus on are intellectual, right? Focus on learning knowledge, like Big Judah, Big Levi, all the other brothers are bringing and sisters are bringing information. Let's focus on those information and start to get those information and see how they apply to us, each individually, and how they apply with us connecting with our Father, the Most High, right? And then also, also too, our Father want us to also focus on our bodies, putting the right thing into our bodies, the right food, and to eat less, and cook with good energy, because when you cook and you're happy, you inviting good energy and good spirit, and the food will do what the food's supposed to do for you, right? And he said also start focus on work, doing, going back to basic walking. When you walk, you meditating when you walk, because you're thinking, you meditating when you're walking, right? So exercise, use your own body weight more, be kind more, be more kind to people, be understanding, understanding meaning like have empathy but not sympathy. There's a difference, right? In Creole, my mom used to tell me, they have poor, they have pauvre or poor jap. Poor jap is when it's like sympathy, that you taking their stuff, like you helping them carry their stuff, right? Pauvre is, poor you, what you saying, you have an empathy. You're like, I'll empathize with you. You let them carry in their own stuff, right? She said, don't say poor jap, have sympathy always for certain people, because you don't know what they've done. You don't know what cross they have to carry, and you don't know if what's going on with them is their trial, their test, their tribulation, and what they have to go through in order to pass through, or to go through the next phase of their journey, right? So you don't want to carry stuff like that with for people. So we're not here to help other people carry stuff. We're here to help them, to help guide them. So if somebody's going through something, you can empathize with that person, but stop feeling sorry for those people. Then you end up carrying their mess, and you don't want to do that. Let me see if I can turn on the light. I don't think I need the light. I kind of like that little darkness. Yeah, I kind of like it. Yeah. So if that's what we're supposed to do. We're not supposed to sit here and feeling sorry and absorbing all those different energies, people dying, and everyday people dying. Those are the things that we hear in the news, but we don't hear everything that's happening in the news. So let's focus on the task ahead. Let's focus on what's our next steps to our journey, versus over here always becoming emotional because someone passed away. I know it sounds cold, but someone dying, this is a fight, this is a warfare. We got to keep moving, just like the Haitians, and we all know that people are going to die. We all know something's going to happen, because that's just the way it is. So when we go out there, we fighting, and we hear gunshot, we hear that, we got to move on, because remember, the Most High is doing his work. He's taking care of his business. His workers are out here doing what they're supposed to do. Whenever they do, they take one of us, and what happened? Don't something happen and take 10 of theirs? So we don't need to focus on those things anymore. We need to start focusing on the Most High and his message and what he's trying to tell us. We got to shape up, meaning we have to go back to basic. Really focus on what he tells us to eat. I don't know. I have to keep reiterating that, because that's what he keeps saying. We have to keep focused, and we have to keep on. We have to remember going back to basic, seeing what he tells us to eat, and eat those things, because he put a spirit on those things to help us for this fight. All the stuff he tells us to eat, there's a reason for it, because there's a spirit in it that's going to help us fight. That's going to put in our bodies to help us fight what the chemicals, the weapons that they're trying to use when we put inside of us. When we eat the food, those food and stuff like that. Because remember, when you breathe, stuff goes into. This is deep. Whenever you breathe, you breathing in some spiritual, you breathing the air and all type of stuff, right? So we have to do that and go back to basic. And what is the basic? We have to do exercise using our body weight, stretches. We can do stretches, we meditate, we walk, we can do yoga. We just make it simple. We gotta wean ourselves off of the stuff the Gentile have been given to us and teaching us. We gotta move it towards back to basic. And if you notice in the exercise videos, what do they have? If you're looking at aerobics videos, what they have, like you pretending you cutting a tree. All of this exercise, all of those are movement. Neck exercise, your neck exercise. Do that, and then when you stretch your neck, what you're doing, you're trying to straighten it. You're trying to lengthen it. Okay, you do these exercises. You do reaching exercise. You bend down. You need to be flexible. You don't need weights to be flexible, to help flexible, to help flex your body, right? You don't need weight to build muscles. You eat the right things. You do push-ups. You do stretches. You do sit-ups. Again, stretches, and you walk. You should be okay. with your body. So we got to go back to basic. That's the message. All praises to the Most High. Remember, I love you. The spirit and our ancestors and the angel love you, but the Most High loves you more. And our Father's love is the best love. Ciao.